Chance, what are we doing?
We are doing stereo installs.
So we're putting a stereo back in this one?
Yep, so we pulled the JVC out of this one to put it into the Neon. And then we pulled the Kenwood out of the Neon to put in the Super.
And why do we do that?
Because the Kenwood didn't have...
Because it didn't turn yellow.
It didn't have color changing.
And it didn't have Bluetooth.
Yes, also that.
So guys, just another thing we had to do. We had to pull the exhaust system off. So that looks okay, right? Now look at this. What is that? It's kind of a test pipe, right? I did not do these welds. And they leak. So it sounds like the car's farting at all times. Had to cut it off. So we have, needless to say, holes to fix. So literally what Chance and I are doing, we pulled the exhaust off. I'm fixing the exhaust while Chance is installing the stereo system in the Neon. Now that's going to be her Christmas present from her mom and from us for installing it and for all the other stuff that was needed. You gotta love it when you have loads of extra wiring and install stuff. So pretty simple, nice and easy. We just went with some good kicker stuff. Yes, we know kicker is not the end-all be-all, but it's black and yellow, it matches the car, and it's going to be just fine. So we have some 6x8s for the back. I believe they're 6x8s. 6x9s, excuse me, 6x9s for the back. And then we have some regular, I think they're 6.5s that are in the front. You can see we got it apart. So we're running these ones in the front. Yep, there's the CS. They sound pretty decent. We like how they sound. We get those 6x9s in the rear. And those 6x9s should give us a little bit of bass, but in case they don't, we went ahead and got the Kicker pre-made box, which is a 10-inch Comp C, and it likes to run at about 300 watts. So that's why we have the 600 watt CX 300. Literally pair it directly with that amp, and it will be good to go. So for right now, we're gonna keep installing all this stuff. I'm gonna work on fixing the exhaust, and we'll see where that goes. It should turn out pretty decent, hopefully sound pretty good. The box looks good. There's the little kicker box. We'll get it wired in, but we're just gonna set it up against those speakers in the back. Set it up. So here's that kicker box. It looks pretty good. We're just gonna set it up against the seats there in the back so you can't even see it. And that'll keep lots of room in the trunk so that, you know, girl likes to put a lot of stuff in the trunk, she can do that. Sneak peek at the drag car. Oh, snap. So I got the grinder out. I'm gonna start, I don't know, we'll probably start with this one. I'm gonna grind all that muck off, and I'm gonna see if I can just fill everywhere where it's not already just gaping holes, so that maybe it'll seal and we'll have some decent sounding exhaust. I mean, it's a 2-liter Neon. It's not gonna sound awesome, but it's gotta sound better than what it does now. So we fixed the suspension, we put the seat covers on. I mean, it's got a lot of good stuff going for it. Gonna make this a decent little ride. It definitely needs to not go pss, 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 but it should just, you know, have a nice little tone to it. So we'll see how it goes. Are we pulling the old ones out, Chance?
Yep.
Old 6x9s coming out, guys. Now in a Neon, you gotta remove the back seat and install a Chance underneath.
And then there's a piece that comes over here.
And it's got a flat piece over the deck, the rear deck. So we'll get our 6x9s on there. Put all our seat back and everything. And we'll keep on going. So far, guys, I cleaned up that one and cleaned up this one. It's got... No, I guess it's not too bad, but look, you can see the holes in it, like, as we turn it there. So it's gonna be kind of hard to fix. I mean, not really. We'll go through and clean it up and re-weld that whole corner. But, man, the absolute amount of just garbage weld on this is stupid. But you see that part? I gotta do that next because, no, they didn't weld a bung on. They welded the freaking O2 sensor right on. What a bunch of jerks. All right, Chance.
All right, guys. Speakers are swapped, so they look a little nicer than stock.
Yeah. You should do okay.
If you ever decide to take apart the rear speakers in a Dodge Neon, avoid touching that light at all costs. Dings.
Are you okay?
I hurted my finger.
That light, guys.
Yeah, that light.
That one right
Don't
there.
touch it. It's really hot.
That one. Very, very hot.
And then if you look underneath, you'll notice how much bigger the magnet is.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Big difference.
Big difference in magnet size. Size matters in speakers, guys.
It does. And then this piece is really easy to put on. You just re-slide the seatbelts back in, and it slides back on. Super easy.
It's not on.
I know.
Super easy, guys.
Super easy.
Goes right on.
See?
Look at that. Boom.
Done. Very easy.
Rock out.
And then you just pop the little holders back in. And you were good to go.
So while Chance was doing that, I ran out of wire to weld with. So go get a fresh tank of gas, some argon, and some new welding wire, and we will finish up welding those pipes so they don't leak tomorrow. I do use a Miller-Matic 211 auto set. It's a pretty decent welder for a MIG, so it works well. Luckily, I finally ran out of my crap wire, so time to go buy some decent stuff and some good gas and put down some clean welds. All right, guys, so we're back here with the Neon. So we got the exhaust welded up. I ended up putting a bunch of goober on it just to try and fix the little pinhole leaks that kept popping up, but it is much quieter. Dog, guys, you can hear, nice and silent. And that's the whole point of it. You don't hear it, it's not meant to be loud.
It's a Neon.
It's a Neon, not an SRT4 Neon. So it's nice and quiet again. Not so much of the whisper as it had before. It still kind of whispers, which is kind of funny, but it doesn't have as many leaks anymore. So a lot of work for what seems like almost nothing, but at least the system in it bumps pretty good. So we're happy with that. What do you think, Chance? Pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
So for a crappy Neon, the Batman Neon gets our approval.
Yeah, it still does get mine. It's still Neon.
It gets mine. Keep those flashing lights behind you, peg that speedo, and keep those tires smoking.